Coming up on this week's show, Bridgestone will eventually have a tyre that's made of totally renewable material. UK say they'll be self-driving by 2025. John Deere has been hacked. HarleyDavidson are in trouble over right to repair. How many weeks' wages does it take to pay for a car? Andy Sava is coming back to Ireland for some training courses. Morris Oil and Guy Martin have produced some videos. We've got some WRC tech, and RepX are coming to the Auto Trade Expo. Hello and welcome to this week's MotorZen news. Bridgestone Tires have produced a tyre that's been developed from a plant called the guayula plant, which grows in the southwest region of America and in Mexico. They believe that they can develop this plant on to allow them to produce carbon neutral tyres. The plant thrives in arid climates and requires very, very little water. They've used the tyres on Indy cars. That's been used at the moment on Indy cars. So anybody who watch Indy cars will see a Greenwall Tire is a tyre that's been used, that has used this plant in the construction. Primarily at the moment they're using it on the sidewall, but Bridgestone is developing a farm in these regions producing the plant. And they believe that this is the future of a renewable tyre. Eventually you're going to have a tyre made up of entirely renewable material. So that's going to be one to watch. UK self-driving by 2025. Last week the UK government has announced a big push on self-driving. They're rolling out new legislation. They're saying that this is it, this is coming, this is going to transform the country, transform the way people move around. They're suggesting by 2020 that there'll be shuttle pods, assisted passengers, developing rural economies, and they believe that this is going to be a massive change in their economy. They also say that the responsibility for the actions of the vehicle is going to be in law, that it is down to the manufacturer. So they're saying that in their law they will have legislation written that says once this thing's fully autonomous, if something happens, it's the vehicle manufacturer that's responsible, not the people that own it or the people that are in the car. But they're making a big push and they're saying, yeah, we're going to have self-driving vehicles for 2025. So not a long time to see this happening if they're on track with that. A story we featured on and off over the last while was about John Deere in America, and that there was a class action being taken with John Deere because John Deere had started to get very sticky with farmers and preventing them from doing any diagnostic work on their tractors. Farmers were up in arms because it was taking John Deere so long to get out to service a tractor, but they were being locked out from the diagnostics. Well, a hacker in Australia has cracked it, and makes you wonder that it's anything secure now. A company called Sick Codes in America or in Australia have cracked the system. They're able to get in on the touchscreen panel on a John Deere and get unrestricted access. The system believes that it is a certified dealer that's accessing the system. And they're able to access all the diagnostic information, all the programming information through that. You require some other hardware from them, but they have got full access to the vehicle. So a bit of a blow to John Deere, and it'll be interesting to see how they react, considering that there's still court cases going on in America, class actions as they call them, where a group of farmers have come together and to take on John Deere. They are still going through the courts in America, and we're going to be interested to see how they react to this situation where the guys have cracked the software. In keeping with that, HarleyDavidson in America, the famous motorcycles, have got two lawsuits against them as well, one in California and one in Wisconsin, because what they have said is that if you put non-Harley-Davidson parts on your motorcycle, we'll void your warranty, and if you don't have it serviced by us, we'll void your warranty. So this is, they're saying, is contrary to right to repair legislation. So this is now going through the court. So again, you see everybody's getting, all these manufacturers seem to be getting in on this and saying locking out the independents, locking out access to and in the case of Harley-Davidson, you probably have a lot of enthusiasts and people that do their own work, and that's where a lot of this be coming from as well. Another story from the United States is also an interesting one. They've done a survey on they're saying that the payments that people make per month on their cars have gone up and up and up. They're saying the average monthly payment in America now for a vehicle is $733 a month. But what's interesting is that in the 2000s, they said it was taking 24, on average, it was taking 24 weeks wages to pay for a new car. In around 2010, that went to 34 weeks. And now what they're saying is that the average wage in America would take 42.2 weeks to pay for a car. So you can see how, be it that the car has got more expensive or the wages have gone down, but since 2000 you've gone from 24 weeks to 42.2 weeks. So big amount of money coming out of the weekly budget, of the monthly budget, to pay for that car. So something's gone awry there in terms of the payment structure on those. So yeah, you've made it to the center part, the halfway point again. Thanks for that. And if you could please like, comment and subscribe. And again, we've learned that if you hit that like button, that helps us with YouTube. So anything you could do there would be gratefully received. Thanks for that. We spoke about this a couple of weeks ago when it was first announced that Andy Sava, the garage inspector, is coming to Ireland. He's going to run some training courses in September, Saturday the 24th and Sunday the 25th, and he's going to have another training event on the 26th and 27th of November. Again, we've spoken to some people who've done these courses, and the feedback that's coming back is it's practical information, usable information about how to run your workshop better, how to understand your costs, how to understand your efficiencies, how to understand your parts margins. You know, the few people we spoke to said that they were just so excited to get back into the workshop on Monday morning to try and apply some of the methods and techniques that they'd learned on the course with Andy. There's two segments to the courses. One is the financial understanding the cost of your business, understanding how to charge correctly, understanding your margins, understanding your parts purchasing. The other one then is marketing, you know, and you know, this is to do with better use of social media in particular, stuff like that. You know, is the customer finding you? Are you on these platforms? How to get on these platforms? It's not particularly difficult, but I think the information you get gives you an enormous step forward on how to develop your business along these lines. So again, the dates on that are going to be the 24th of September and the 25th of September, and another training session on the 26th and 27th of November. Guy Martin has done, you know, anyone that watches Guy, he brings the true essence of being a mechanic, being an engineer to everything he does. He just has a real love of anything that's mechanical. But he's doing work with Morris Oils, and they've done training videos. They've got 5 training videos that Guy has done, mainly to do with the differences in grades and blends of oil, the key areas of oils and lubricants, things like what oil to use to get max fuel efficiency, what oil to use to protect your emissions and after treatment, your DPF and EGR and all that type of stuff. So 5 videos that they're informative and they're good fun and good crack when you watch Guy doing them, and they're been done for Morris Oil. We'll put a link down below for those videos so that you can find them and have a look. Again, some of our earlier shows at the start of the year, we talked about new technology and rallying, and we talked about the fact that they'd gone hybrid. It was difficult at that stage to get some information and more detail. We've found some images of the components in the rally car, because what I struggled with at the start was what way were they using the hybrid energy? How were they getting the hybrid energy? And the description was to say that they were feeding the hybrid to the back diff. So then the way we worked it out was that they got 2 drive shafts, and there's some pictures of the diff here, and it shows that there's your normal drive shaft coming off your normal transmission, off your normal ICE engine, and then there's a drive shaft coming off your hybrid unit, and it's kind of a transfer case that's incorporated into the diff. So an interesting piece of engineering, and to be fair, when I see it, you think it's not going to be reliable. So far this year, we haven't heard of any reliability issues with those diffs. Another area that we've got some photographs of is the space frame body, because when you see the body, the panels in the car, they kind of look like normal cars, but we have some photographs of the cars with space frame, tubular frame, because that's what the cars are built off now, and it was hard to get those images at the start of the year. And we've also got some images of the battery pack that's in the back of the car. So some good shots there to give us more information as to how they do what they do in the current generation of WRC cars. Another big gig that's coming up, Auto Trade Expo is coming up. It was to be in City West, but remember now it's going to be in RDS, and it's coming up in 15th and 16th of October, so not far away now. RepX are coming to that event, and they're going to have, they've defined now what they're doing, the training modules that they're doing at the event. They're doing some double clutch systems and repair. They're doing issues around Volkswagen 2-litre TDI, timing belt and drive belt systems, and some engine repairs. And a really interesting one is coming from the Schaeffler brand within the RepX group, and Schaeffler will be doing something on future technologies. So Schaeffler will be very, very far advanced on electric. If you ever watch any of the Formula E, Schaeffler is a big name there, a big brand that exists in the Formula E, producing a lot of the drive systems for the Formula E cars. So that's going to be an interesting one. They're going to talk about stuff to do with future technologies and stuff that we're going to see coming down the line. That's it for this week. Again, we've got a small number of loyal followers there. Thanks for following us. Thanks for the support. And if you could like, comment and subscribe. And again, remember, hit that like button if you can. And we'll be back with you next week. Thanks.